Hi everyone, in this video today we are going to talk to you about where our buyers are coming from. Where are people moving from and why are they moving from those places to Bend, Oregon? So stick around all the way to the end. We've got a couple of free gifts for you and you definitely don't want to miss the action. We're going to get after that video right now. All right, first up on the list, where do you think most people are coming from? Let's put it in the comments below before we jump into anything. Like, we want to hear what you think and tell us if you agree or disagree with what we're going to say. The number one place that people are coming from to Bend, Oregon right now has got to be California. So that's the Bay Area, that is Southern California, Los Angeles, San Francisco, a couple big names thrown out there. And you know, what are they being drawn here for? Well, you guessed it, rat race, right? Like, we don't have the rat race in Bend, Oregon. We're not as big as any of those places, and it's a way more chill way of life here in Bend, Oregon, and we have an abundance of nature right out the back door. So that's got to be number one on the list, people coming from California, Bay Area, Southern California, and you know, that's what's happening there. So you know what, another group that kind of find out that's important is the people that are coming from Portland, right? Portland's in Oregon. Portland, as you may have heard in the news, got a little bit of bad press over the years, not quite as nice of a place to live as it used to be, having some homeless problems, and then people from Seattle too, right? So people up and down that northwest corridor. Bend gives a much different environment too. Like, over there, it is rainy a lot. Like, if you like gray clouds and you like rain, that might be a good place for you to live. If you don't like those things, then Bend, Oregon absolutely has 300 days of sun, and you might have to get your Patagonia vest out and wear a nice flannel because it gets cold and sometimes it's sunny, but it is mostly sunny all the time. So no sad faces in Bend, Oregon, and apparently there's plenty of sad faces in Portland and Seattle because we get a lot of people coming from those territories. But it doesn't stop there, because we get people coming from Arizona, from Texas, from Colorado, from the East Coast. We have buyers from North Carolina. The number one reason we get told to us why people are coming here is because we want the lifestyle that Bend offers. What does that look like? Well, if you've watched the channel, you've seen Theron out skiing, you've seen them out mountain biking, you know, walking his dog on the nature trails. That's the lifestyle in Bend. You know, I've lived here a little longer than Theron, a little bit over 20 years. I did a lot of those stuff, and I still do a lot of that stuff, but he's new, right? Like, he is out doing it, and that's what a lot of people are moving here for, is that lifestyle. We also have an amazing culinary scene and a beer scene, right? Like, we have one of the best beer scenes on the West Coast. So if you are a beer person, man, you can shop for clothing, you can get a haircut, all while drinking a craft brew from one of the local breweries. So a lot of people come here for that because it's just that vibe, right? And then, you know, I think third on the list why people come here is, while we are somewhat getting larger, we have over 100,000 people now, it's still a very friendly environment, and it still feels like that small town. We just went to the Christmas parade last week. It was hometown Christmas parade. We all lined up on the streets and watched everybody drive by, and it was super cool, right? So you just don't get that kind of stuff in those bigger cities. So that's the three main places: California, Portland, Seattle, and then a myriad of other states. Arizona definitely have some people, but we have people going to Arizona too. A lot of people are tired of the winters here, or they'll have two houses, right? I've had clients that invest in Arizona and invest here, and then we have a lot of people coming from North Carolina. For some reason, I've had 3 or 4 buyers that came out of North Carolina. But our sellers, right? You know, they're moving out of places too, and a lot of people are just don't like what Bend's becoming for one reason or the other. What is Bend becoming? Well, it's becoming a little bit more expensive, right? The median home price is in the 700s right now. Fluctuates, is up or down. We just had a big hoopla. We don't have as many $1 million houses for sale, so the prices dropped a little bit as far as that sales price goes, but that doesn't mean they're coming down, because we just don't have as many $1 million houses for sale or selling, and that's what's causing that up. So, you know, another reason people are coming here that we get a lot to talk about is remote work opportunities. Are you a tech worker? Do you work in Silicon Valley? Do you work in Austin? You know, do you have one of those tech-centric jobs, but you don't want to live in one of those places? You know, we have a lot of people that are relocating. People are coming here. We're becoming kind of like a tech hub for people to live here. We don't have technology jobs here, a few, but people don't need it to be here. They just need to have a computer and they can do their thing. So that's definitely becoming a much bigger thing. And then small town vibe with modern amenities like we just talked about, right? Do you want a top 6 ski resort in your backyard. Mount Bachelor is absolutely, they're having a phenomenal season right now. But on top of that, you want fly fishing. Hey, are you a fly fisherman? You want to go fly fish on the Crooked River? Do you want to go boat in Prineville Reservoir, Haystack Reservoir, Lake Billy Chinook? Do you want to go fish for bull trout? Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go hunting? We have an amazing hunting scene here too. So it's Oregon, folks. We still have the Oregon vibe. I mean, you can do a lot of those things in and around Bend, Oregon, and that draws an immense amount of people here. So the cost is not keeping people away because people are still moving, and we're still helping people every day. So hey, speaking about moving, we put a free relocation guide down in the comments below, and we want you to click on that and grab it because it tells you everything you need to know about Bend. It's chock full of all the best information. That's gift number 1. Gift number 2, free buyer's guide, right? Like, you can get a free buyer's guide that tells us everything you need to know about buying a house. What's escrow? How do I pay my real estate agent? You know, those common questions that are now coming up. And then gift number 3 is our free seller's guide. Are you looking to sell your house here in Bend or somewhere else? Because we can help anywhere, and the seller's guide absolutely works everywhere and will likely save you a ton of money on helping you not do things that you simply don't have to do. So that's those 3 gifts that are promised for sticking all the way to the end, and we absolutely appreciate it. Let's jump back into this video. All right, so in closing, guys, people are moving here from a lot of places. Large influx from the West Coast, California, and the bigger population centers, Portland and Seattle. But we have people coming from all other places too, just because they love the lifestyle in Bend, which is why we named our channel this, right? Like, why did you name a real estate channel Lifestyle in Bend? Because that's what we're about. We're about showing you the lifestyle of what you can have if you live in Bend, Oregon. So we would absolutely love if you were to smash that subscribe button, tap the bell for notifications, let Theron, my partner, and I keep you up to date on the current happenings in and around Bend, Oregon. You know, until we get that next Zoom call from you, we'll see you on the next video.